A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the give, this is Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
The debate about evaluating running backs will always continue. But Darrington Evans out of Appalachian State, one of my favorites in the 2020 draft. Great acceleration, very smooth in what he does, shows patience, and then the ability to burst and go. Plus, he can be a great kick returner. You want to turn on some great tape. Watch him in college, and now you're seeing it translate into the NFL. Rarely fumbles the football. It has that breakaway speed and explosiveness as we just saw there in that carry.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This is Derrick Henry. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis.
Tannehill's
a gain of 6 there on first.
Corey Davis. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert.
Minshew's pass.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Evans. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. It's a good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody go
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Tannehill, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's second and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, check flag 47, check flag 47.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
50, flip. Go, go, go. He's coming. Double up, double up. 80 weapons.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 11.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A pass complete here to Conley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
47 to Mike. 47.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Got his man. It's Eifert.
Minshew.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yeah, sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
47's the
They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Minshew sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Darius Geis. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Jaguars 14, Titans 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
4 seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. The
Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the 2nd half with a run by Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Going deep for Eifert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled. out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
At their own 34-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Melvin brought him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run it again with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. They'll try the left side. Evans. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Rashawn Melvin brought him down. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 54 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Titans 21, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Darius Geis, the ball.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3-yard pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game. And he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the curl,
Tannehill throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
To the air again, Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Josh Lambo.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check, 47.
Again, it's Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Go defense. Our time. It's our time. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Let's go, roll. 44 is the mic. Mike 44. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield.
Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll try to left side. It's Evans. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hey, check.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now it's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Evans. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Tennessee, it's a win here in their home.